Welcome to another teaching session at Simple Viewpoint LLC. My name is Craig, and I'm so happy to be here with you guys today. Today's teaching session is titled How to Use My Internal Auditing Template. Now, if you visit any one of my three websites, whether it's simple ISO 9001 help.com, or if it's simple AS 9100 help.com, or simple IATF 16949 help.com, you'll see that I've provided tools, and I've also given you kind of a generic video. But in today's session, what I'm going to do is go into it a little more detail. So over the next 3 to 4 minutes, what I'm going to do is give you the heart behind it and thoroughly explain the tool, and hopefully it will make sense for your company, your department, or your organization. So give me a second. What I'm going to do is I'm going to share my screen. And then what you'll see is here's the template. And it really doesn't matter which tool you purchase. It could be ISO, it could be AS, or it could be IATF. They're all going to have 3 tabs. And the first tab, what I'm going to go into is the approach. So the approach is pretty straightforward. There's basic things that I'm explaining within the approach. And just to name a few that your company should be taking into consideration is you need to capture all the required shalls. When I say all the required shalls, a shall is a term within your regulatory standard, if it's ISO, AS, or IATF, that just says that your company must do something. That's why it's called a shall. And then you also have to capture all the required processes and records. And that's like you'll see that your company shall have a record of blah, or your company shall have a process for doing blah. So that's going to be in all the tools, and there's going to be an approach tab. So the next thing I'm going to go to is I'm going to go to the auditing shall info tab. So as I click on this tab, the first thing you're going to notice is, it's general. This is a general video for all 3 standards. Um, but this is top to bottom, section 4 all the way to section 10, regardless of the standard that you choose. And it's going to have highlighted, the shall. But the heart behind this is that whoever purchased my tool has to provide evidence for every single shall. And if you don't have evidence for everything that your company or your department must do, then guess what? Internally, that is a nonconformance. So use it. And the heart behind why I created this tool is you have to be able to encapsulate and just figure out, okay, which section do I have the majority of nonconformances? Because you don't have evidence for a particular requirement of your standard. So I hope that makes sense. I'm going to go down, scan a little bit more, and then you'll see, there's a shall right here. So this shall, you have to provide evidence. And if you don't have evidence for this shall, then you're going to have a nonconformance. So then of all the nonconformances, what you do is you huddle amongst leadership within your corporation, within your department, and then you just figure out how are we going to satisfy this requirement. Then the next tab, and this one is a little general in nature, but I'm going to explain it. There required documentation, there's required records, and there's required processes that your company, your department has to comply with. So this pretty much in this section, 4.3, for example, if you can see it, there's a required documentation that your company has to have, and then you just have to list it. So you use it with the same mindset. You have to actually record evidence of having these types of forms. If it's a documentation, like I said, or a record, or if I just scroll a little bit down, a lot of it, as you can tell as I'm scrolling, there's a lot of required records that your standard says that you must have. There's even required processes. So once you can satisfy and show and prove that you have evidence of the record, then you're good. If not, then guess what? You do it again. You make sure you note the nonconformance, and then you accumulate and look for trends if it's in a particular section, and then you guys group together within your department with your leadership just to make sure. So I hope I've done a better job of teaching you guys and how to use the tool that I provided. Um, Hope it makes sense. If it doesn't make sense, drop me a line in LinkedIn and I'll be sure to explain the purpose of the tool. Um, but yeah, I did this specifically just so it can help your department and your company. So take care, and I will see you guys at the next training session.